From Ozarks First, you're watching KOLR 10 News at 10.
This spring, the county plans to break ground on a brand new Greene County jail just west of Springfield. Good evening, I'm Heather Lewis.
Good to have you along here at 10. Once again, I'm David Oliver. We've been telling you and sharing information about this new jail all day today. And then tonight, we have a deeper look for you now into the numbers.
Today, we found out more about this new jail and how it will operate and also the costs associated with it. KOLR 10's Jesse Inman heard from county officials on that. Jesse, what have we learned?
Yeah, guys, Presiding Commissioner Bob Dixon and Greene County Sheriff Jim Arnott provided some context today about the new jail. The big takeaways: the jail is getting more space and saving more money.
The redesigned jail at a new location will save roughly $95 million in staffing costs over the next 20 years.
Those savings are expected to come in a number of ways with the new jail. Greene County Presiding Commissioner Bob Dixon says it really started with the deal they got on the 23 acres of land near Division and Hazeltine Road.
The approximate cost of the property is about $30,000 an acre. Nearby, there's property listed at about double that.
The Greene County Sheriff's Office operates throughout 5 different buildings in Springfield, and the goal is to consolidate all of that into one location, which will save the county money on rented space.
Currently, we are renting 4 floors of the Cox North Medical Tower at $100,000 a floor per year. We also pay the rent for the Public Defender's Office.
Sheriff Jim Arnott says it will be nice to have everything under one roof, especially considering the growth of their staff.
There is 409 full-time employees at the Sheriff's Office right now. Once we open this facility, there will be at least 200 more.
The jail will have more space for employees and for inmates. Greene County doesn't have room for about 200 of their own inmates right now, so they're being housed across the state. Doubling the size of their jail means fewer long-distance transports, but they will still have to take inmates from the jail site across town for court hearings. The new jail will hold about 1,400 inmates, and if they do eventually flirt with capacity, 23 acres of land gives them options.
We could branch out and move, basically recreate what we've built and have room for expansion. And as you know, downtown we have 0 room for expansion.
Now, there's no word yet on what the current jail will be repurposed for. Commissioner Dixon says they've looked at the original drawings of the building, and they say it will take some time to consider its next purpose.
Something we will be following. Jesse, thank you. Making news now, Springfield police are working to figure out what happened to the remains of a stillborn infant who was born at Cox South Hospital.
We received a statement here in our newsroom from Cox Health today saying back on November the 14th, the hospital became aware the remains of an infant were unaccounted for in the morgue, and we spoke with attorney Grant Raymeyer, who shared the timeline of events he learned from the couple.
The baby was born induced on Friday the 8th. They had some time with him until the 9th. They got to say their goodbyes and agreed to the autopsy and testing. And then they didn't get called until the following Saturday, November the 16th. They just told they needed to come in, and they thought they were going in for to get the results of the testing and the autopsy and to talk to the doctor. And then when they got there, they were brought in and, this hit with this news that potentially that baby Lucas was missing.
After the incident, hospital staff reviewed video and they say suspicious activity was discovered. Staff then called police to investigate. Both Springfield Police and Cox Hospital are looking into what happened. Cox leadership said they shared information with the family as soon as they could, considering the pending investigation.
Now to political coverage here at 10 tonight. If you're over the age of 21, you already know perhaps that right now it's still legal for you to text and drive in Missouri, but one local lawmaker wants to perhaps change that with a bill that would ban texting and driving for people of all ages. Our Madison Heaver spoke with that lawmaker about his hopes for the bill. She's here with the story tonight, Madison.
Yeah, David, that local lawmaker is Republican Representative David Evans from Howell County. He says he pre-filed this bill yesterday to ensure safety for drivers on Missouri roadways. In Missouri right now, it's illegal for drivers under the age of 21 to text and drive, but that could soon change.
This bill would remove that language, and anyone operating a motor vehicle on the roadways of the state and not text and drive at the same time.
Republican Representative David Evans pre-filed that bill that would ban texting and driving in Missouri for all ages yesterday. He says he pre-filed the bill because some in his district asked for it after being injured in texting and driving accidents.
I just took up their call and their cry to improve the law in this regard.
Evans says even though hundreds of bills are filed during each session, he's confident this one will get far.
You don't get a bill on early, get it to the attention of the right committees, senators interested in reviewing it, and it's very difficult to get legislation passed. So I've got high hopes.
But Evans isn't the only one hoping distracted driving will diminish. Cindy Dunaway with MoDOT says they're usually supportive of any bill that makes Missouri roadways safer.
Any movement that could come with texting laws would be a great stride. Missouri is one of 2 states that are left with no form of texting ban for all drivers.
She says distracted driving may not just be texting. It could also be entering information on your GPS or talking on the phone.
Everybody feels right now that they have to be so connected with their friends and their family. People are using their phones more and more. And we've seen a trend as phone usage has increased over the past few years. It's kind of in line with the number of fatalities that we're seeing on Missouri roadways.
Dunaway says using Bluetooth or hands-free devices could help with texting and driving, but also says it could still distract drivers if they aren't careful. So she recommends just putting your phone away when you're behind the wheel.
We'll see where that goes. Madison, thank you. We also spoke with another representative about several of the bills he pre-filed yesterday. State Representative Steve Helms is hoping to work on at least 3 pieces of legislation tackling health care. House Bill 1415 aims to increase price transparency for those who pay for insurance themselves. Another bill would try to increase the number of primary care doctors in Missouri by making changes to residency programs. Finally, one bill would provide better individualized care and reduce costs for Medicaid patients. You can learn much more about the bill straight from Steve Helms in an interview you can only find on ozarksfirst.com.
Now to a local spotlight tonight at 10. A Springfield attraction is now in the running for a USA Today 2019 Reader's Choice Award.
And our Francis Lynn visited the History Museum today. How did it get nominated and what happens next?
Well, USA Today's travel experts choose the top 20 nominees, and now it's up to the people to vote for the winner.
Go online, you can vote every day if you want to. But we'd appreciate as many votes as we could possibly get right now. Executive Director John Sellers was ecstatic when the museum was nominated. I was amazed. I mean, and then when I looked down at some of the other people that were nominated, it's just incredible to be considered in that same company.
To know that others have noticed how we do things here and how excellent things are here with this museum just really got to me. Donald Smith decided to be a volunteer at the museum the first time he came in. I was overwhelmed, absolutely overwhelmed. It is an incredible facility. I just fell in love with it when I first walked in here. They told me it's exciting to have a history-based attraction nominated. We have had individuals and stories and events in Springfield and Southwest Missouri that have affected U.S. history. It is a community rich with history that we need to be able to share with everyone. And a reason they believe they were nominated is because they're not a typical look and read museum. You get immersed. You can be a part of it, and it's much more interesting, and it affects you much deeper than it would just to have something to look at or to hear. It's not what you picture as a museum. It is much more interactive, much more tactile. You don't just stop and read about a story. You're immersed in it. We have things for the kids to look at, touch, play with, dress up. It is a state-of-the-art facility.
And as of right now, out of the 20 places nominated, the History Museum is currently in 3rd place. You can vote with this link, 10best.com, or you can just click on it on our website, ozarksfirst.com. Voting ends December 30th.
All right, Francis Lynn tonight for us. Thank you. Well, we are off to a pretty quiet start for the month of December. Jamie, is it going to stay that way?
Yeah, it looks like we're going to hold on to fairly mild and quiet conditions right into this upcoming weekend, but I do see signs for maybe an Arctic blast early next week. I'll have more on that after this break.
You're watching